Yo, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be giving my thoughts on The Dark Knight Rises. Now, if you have seen my videos talking about Batman Begins and The Dark Knight, it is no question or no secret that I do love those movies. And The Dark Knight Rises being the final movie in that trilogy was always the one that I, felt kind of the most mixed about. It's probably partly because this is the one I've seen the least of the three, but I remember watching this in theaters when I was a kid and really enjoying it, but just knowing that, I didn't like it as much as the other two. And for the most part, I do feel the same. I think of all three of these movies, this one is probably my least favorite, but at the end of the day, this is, in my opinion, a perfect finish to this trilogy. So it wouldn't be the one I would pick if I had all three laid out in front of me to watch first. But when you watch all three of these movies, it is just a perfect finish, and there's so much more, honestly, that is done well in this than done wrong. Even though I do think it did a little bit more, not necessarily wrong, that's a bad word, just not as good as the previous two movies. I feel like the writing just isn't as strong throughout as it was in the previous two movies, but I will say the thing that saves it is this movie has the best action scenes, in my opinion, out of all three of them. And honestly, like, goosebump, really intense moments. All these movies have that, but I feel like this one being the finale, you really felt that type of finality type feeling. I can't really explain it, obviously, because that previous sentence didn't really make sense. Basically, it just felt fucking epic. Now, Heath Ledger's Joker being my favorite part of The Dark Knight, and honestly, just the overall telling of Batman's origin and Batman Begins are probably my two favorite parts of those respective movies. In this one, it is definitely Bane. Not only do I love how they integrated Batman and Bane's stories together, and obviously Tom Hardy's performance, because he is just the man. I mean, he's fucking Venom, so, I mean, he gets a pass in my book for the end of time, but I mean, he killed it in this movie. But the fight scenes between Batman and Bane are so fucking cool. I love them so much. They're the best fights out of any three of these movies, and I think they're up there as far as just overall execution, I guess is a good word to say, because obviously in Zack Snyder, Zack Snyder's a different type of director when it comes to, Ben Affleck's Batman and him being a lot more brutal and the action scenes being a lot more bombastic and crazy. These felt very personal, like very, very personal fights. Like, these guys wanted to rip each other's fucking heads off. Even though I do think The Dark Knight Rises is a little bit more uneven than the previous two, I still think this is a valid ending to this trilogy and a very good movie. As far as trilogies go, mainly with superhero movies, but maybe just trilogies as a whole, I think this is extremely hard to top, and I don't know if it ever will be topped. We have had some very, very good trilogies, but as a whole, I just think this one is on another level. I would put Guardians and Spider-Man up there, just off top, but I mean, this one, the consistency across the board is just unreal. So if it wasn't clear already, I would definitely recommend The Dark Knight Rises and this entire trilogy as a whole if you have never seen it or if it has been a while since you've seen it. So anyway, that's going to go ahead and do it for the video, guys. Be sure to let me know what you thought. Let me know what your favorite trilogy is if, you happen to have one. But other than that, I'll catch you later. Peace.